In this lesson, we're going to learn how to make an image gallery. First, you'll want to be logged into your account. Then go to the Page and Content Director here where we already are. Then, you'll want to click on Image Gallery under Add Content. So we're going to go ahead and click there. Then you're going to want to give your image gallery a name. I'm going to call it Our Photos. And click Add and Edit. Now we have added the image gallery. Here we can quickly add an image entry, or we can add a folder of images if we had a folder of images on our computer, but I'm just going to go ahead and click Add Image. I can choose the image that I'm adding to the image gallery, so I'll go ahead and click Add Image. Now I can scroll through the Content Director, see how the Content Director loaded here, and I'm going to pick an image. Then you can go to the next tab. The next tab is Information. Here you can give the image some details. You can give it a name, a date. You can give a time if you'd like of when you uploaded it and had it there. A location if you wanted to give a location of where the image was took. Maybe even coordinates. Also, you can check here if you would like it to be a featured image. And also check here if this is a sponsor. I'm going to go ahead and just click on the next tab, which is Description. In Description, you can write a little blurb about the image here. The next area, you can give the image a category. So notice how there's no categories already here. So we'll need to make a new category. So to do that, I'll click here on this new link. And I'll give the category a name. Alright, so now I've added a category here to the category list, but I need to add it down to the actual category. So I'll go ahead and click here and say Add. And now you'll see the category 2010 is added. I could also add a subcategory by clicking on the subcategory tab here. If my category was 2010, I might have a subcategory for January. I'll go ahead and add a new subcategory by clicking New. And then here, you'll go ahead and put in your subcategory. Then you can hit Save, and now it's added that subcategory here to that list. So now we're done adding that entry. I'm going to go ahead and hit Save. Now we can see that we've added an image here to the list, to the image gallery, and we can save the changes before we preview, and then we'll go ahead and click on Preview. And now you'll see the first image in the image list here. Also, it's in a list view right now, which is the default for this image gallery. We might want to change that so that when the users return to the site, that they're not just seeing the list right off the bat. You might want to change it to a grid view to be the default to get a little bit bigger of a thumbnail there. Or often in image galleries, a lot of people like to use the slideshow. So if you click on slideshow, you'll see here that you get a much bigger image. There you go, you got a bigger image with that slideshow, so we might set that as the default. Also notice over here on the left, we have our category, the 2010 category, and then we have a subcategory of January. So now I'm going to add another image, so just repeat those steps there. And to do that, I'm going to go back in and I'm just going to click on Edit Page here in the Preview view. Now we're back in the back end of the image gallery. I'm going to add another image, again by clicking the Add Image button. So again, click the Add Image link right here once you get that pop-up, and it'll load the Content Director that you see here now. And I can scroll down to find the image that I want to use, and I'll click Use. Then the next tab again, the information tab, you can fill out the information here. You can give it a name, a date, a time, location, coordinates if you'd like, featured. Let's go ahead and make this one featured to see what that looks like. Or sponsor. Go into the next tab, description. Again, you can give a little description. And we can go ahead and go to category. And we already have a category for 2010, so I'm just going to go ahead and keep with that category since these were taken in 2010, let's say, and go ahead and click add to add this category. And now you'll see that the category is added. And I'm going to go ahead and add another subcategory. And to do that, again, I'll click new. Let's go ahead and call this subcategory, let's call it March. I'll go ahead and hit save there. And now that subcategory is added. So now we're done adding this image entry, so I'll hit save. Now you'll see that there are 2 images listed here in the image gallery back end. Now let's save the changes and preview this image. And again, we're brought here to the list view. You'll see now there's 2 images here. We can change it to the grid view if we'd like, or the slideshow view if we'd like. We can also make the default to be the slideshow in the settings, and I'll show you that here in a second. Also, notice over here, we still have the category now. There's 2 images in the 2010 category, and there's 2 of those subcategories. So when I hit on January, I'm only going to see that one image that I named, that I put a subcategory on for January. And then when I go back to show all, I can see the one for March and January again. And then when I hit March, now I'm only seeing that one image that I put a subcategory for March there. So it makes it really user-friendly for you to kind of show albums. If you would like, you could have an album for like a Christmas party and then a subcategory, you know, for Christmas party 2009, 2010, or something like that. So now we're going to go back in the back end here and do some settings to make this look a little snazzier. So I'm going to go ahead and hit on Edit Page again to get in the back end of the image gallery. And I'm going to come over to this tab on the top here that says Settings. And here on the Settings tab, you can start to customize your image gallery. So here under Gallery Color, you can give your gallery a little bit of a different color. Let's go ahead and give it a purple. Okay. Also, slideshow background color. Black is very nice slideshow background color. Also white. I'm going to go ahead and keep that the same. And slideshow text color, the white will show up well on that black background, so I'm going to keep that the same as well. Scrolling down on the settings. Now under View Options, here you can set up how your image gallery will display. So we saw that when we went to preview the image gallery, it was in that list view. I'm going to go ahead and change that to the slideshow because I thought that looked the best to display those images. The next is, can the visitor change the view? If you want them to be able to change the view from grid view to list view, then they can have that option. And if you didn't want them to change it, you could go ahead and hit no, and then they wouldn't be able to change that. I'm going to do that. I'm going to hit no so that it's only in the slideshow view and that they don't have the option to change that. Under that, what data would you like to be displayed? So, you know, I do like the name being displayed of the image, but I didn't enter a date or time, so I'm not going to put that in. The description I want to show, the location and coordinates, I didn't put either of those in there either, so I don't want that data to be displayed. Next, image size. The image size right now is set to regular. I'm going to set that to large because I want it to be showing as big as possible here because it is an image gallery showing off some really nice images there. So I'll set that to large. Initial sort order, so you can have it sort from date newest or date oldest or alphabetically if you'd like. I'm going to go ahead and leave it to newest, so it's showing the newest pictures first. Scrolling down. The next area here is a sidebar, and you can have the sidebar be on or off, and we did see the sidebar where I drilled down in those categories that we made on the left side. I'm going to go ahead and put it on the right side so we can see what it looks like over there. Also, show result totals. I'm going to say yes so that it'll keep track there and show what the totals are. Show results for category, subcategory, location, and archive. I'm going to go ahead and uncheck location and archive, but the category and subcategory I do want to keep in there. Show alphabetical sort. I'm going to keep that to no, so you can't alphabetically sort, but you could have a drop down there to alphabetically sort, but I'm going to leave that as no. And show sidebar search. So here you can have a sidebar search where somebody could search in your image gallery for the image that they're wanting. I'm going to leave that there. Here we have the options to give the image a name and a location. So if you wanted to change these preset labels, so let's say you didn't want to give it a location, but you wanted to go ahead and give it a year, you could change the preset to year here if you wanted that. Under that, image view options, you can show a map if you would like, and it'll show there where you give the location and the coordinates, it'll show the map there. I'm going to leave that to no since we didn't give any location. Also, under that, the show share button, if checked, the images will display a button and you can add them to different sites and that kind of thing. This is really nice so people can share an image that they see on your website really quickly just by hitting that there, and it'll open their email or go to Facebook or some sort of social media there real quickly. Under that, scrolling down, we have comments here. Would you like to allow comments, yes or no? Would you like to allow a rating on your image, yes or no? And would you like to require the user to be logged in when they do so, yes or no? Also, would you like to have comments be approved before they go public? So here, if you did allow comments on your image, which I'm going to go ahead and allow comments on my image, not rating, and I don't want them to be logged in, I want them to just be able to comment on it. Here, I am going to check yes here so that it does have to be approved before it goes public. So then, that way you can read what the comment is before it gets published live to your site. Scrolling on down, image display. Here you can set some properties of your image. So you can have the image size be set to uniform size or original dimension. You can also have it crop center, crop top left, top right, bottom left, and bottom right there. I'm going to leave it as is. Scrolling on down here, you can give a top description or a bottom description. I'm just going to fill this in so you can see where that goes. Scrolling on down to the bottom description, doing the same. Okay. Now we've filled out everything here in the settings, so I'm going to scroll back up to the top and I'm going to hit Save Changes and then Preview so we can see what that did. All right, so now you'll see here, first of all, that the image gallery is purple. We did give it that purple color. Also, it's set to the slideshow view, and I do not have the option up here to change the view anymore because I set that in the settings. And the sidebar is showing to the right here now. I'm only showing category and subcategory and not the archive or location or date and time or any of that. I just set to show category and subcategory. You can see up here that I went ahead and put in a top description for the image gallery, and if I scroll down here, you can see here is the bottom description that I put in for the image gallery. So those are where those show up when you set those in the settings. I'll scroll back up to the top here, categorize them just by clicking here on the subcategories and filtering those out there. Then when you want to see them all again, you can click show all and it'll show all the pictures. Then when you're ready to add another image, again, you click on edit page, you go back into the back end back here, and then you can add another image and repeat all those steps